Howdy, y'all. Just kidding. We're in Texas. I thought I'd throw that in there just to be silly. But no, this video is we'll call it Safety Sunday. How about that? We got a really cool product that Jennifer, obviously my little research machine, looked up and found out for our safety. But we wanted to pass this along to other RVers or small homes, motorhomes, travelers, whatever, people that are on the road or living in little homes. This is a great little invention that a small business came up with, that we always like to support small business, being small business owners. They even reached out to us when they sent the package out. They put their personal information. We had the owner's cell phone number, and then also Jennifer had an email question, and they responded within 5 minutes. So they're a great company, they're legit, and their products work. So I wanted to show you these and where we put them so that you can make your own decision if you think that you could utilize it in your home or small home. So under here is our LP or liquid propane gas tank. And what this product is basically a fireball or a fire extinguisher that's self-contained in this unit that we zip tied. That's how we installed it, with a zip tie, and you can see it swings around like that. But what it does is if a fire starts, it extinguishes the fire by smothering it. So what I did was I zip tied it here so that it can move around freely like this and not hit anything. Jennifer's question, going back to what I said when she sent him an email, was, is it okay if it just dangles and bangs into things? And they said, yeah, it's okay if it bangs into things lightly, but you don't want things to puncture it, because that will cause it to open or explode. But you can see as we're going down the road, it can move around. This is our liquid propane tank or gas tank that keeps our coach warm in the winter and allows us to cook on the stovetop as well, but also keeps our water warm. So we need this, it's important. And if you had a fire, obviously it's important that you extinguish it before it catches the whole coach on fire. So this is where we put one of those units right here, which is really cool. And I'll show you the other ones. Keep going, it's okay. Howdy, y'all. Part 2, hog life. This is our electric reel, or actually my power cord, which is on an electric reel. But you also know that those can catch on fire too, with it being electrical. So we put another one in here, and we also zip tied it. And as you can see, this one dangles, which is a great word, freely right here, without hitting anything or getting punctured. You can see the manufacturer, small business owner. Like I said, we're not sponsored by them, or we're not promoting them, but well, actually we are promoting them, but we're not sponsored by them, we're not paid by them, we're not getting anything free. I just wanted to let people know for safety, being that my father-in-law is a retired firefighter. He gave us a thumbs up on that too. So it's a great product, and I think if you have a coach, or if you do an Airbnb and you rent your coach out, I would put this in there. It's worth it, so that you can have peace of mind knowing that if something does happen and you're not with your coach or your home or your small home, that it could potentially be put out by itself without you having any massive damage to your home.
Yeah, actually my dad is, like JR was saying, a former firefighter of like 30 years or something in Nashville. And I told him and his wife about this, and they immediately ordered their own as well for their RV.
Right, and you got them how? They come in packs of 3 or different?
Well, they have the company has what they call an adventurers package, and I can include that information below. And that's where you can get, for your tiny home or RV, you can get a pack of one large one that goes inside, which I'll show you in a minute, and 2 to 3 small ones that go in the compartments like this, which are obviously going to be some of the first places to catch fire, unfortunately, if you're going to catch fire.
Good job, double dipper. Hey, so I'm gonna go inside in a minute, and I'll record my wife, Jennifer, and she's gonna talk about how cool she set it up inside next to the stovetop.
So yeah, it's called the AFG Fireball. This is the one that I have inside, and I'll tell you, the fire safety was super important to me. It should be in any home, of course, but then when you have a tiny home, if they catch fire, they can just burn so much faster than a normal sticks and bricks home, especially when you have something like a motorhome and you have fuel and all the other components that are there. So this was really important to me, and I've researched the AFG Fireball for a little while. Then I saw somebody's post on Instagram, actually 2 or 3 different people posting different situations of motorhomes and RVs that caught fire, and there's literally nothing left. So while we have, of course, a regular fire extinguisher that's at the front, which we replaced when we bought this a few months back because it was expired by a few years, this was so important to me. These things do not expire, or it looks like 15 years or something ridiculous, so it's really great. But it's right here. Would you ever know that? It blends right in with the decor. I did the moss one because it does blend in, and it's on its own little stand they send you. But let's see if I pick it up. It's really light. And what you do is if a fire happens, you throw it on it. So as soon as the flame hits it, it doesn't really explode. I forget the word that they used, but basically there's like gases and stuff in here that it looks to me when you watch videos like it explodes and it puts them out. But they're non-toxic. It's safe for the kids. It's safe for the pets. And if you go to, I believe it's pronounced Quora Distribution, if you go to their social media or their website, which I will link for you below, you can watch videos of it in action. What else I love about it, of course it's right here next to the appliances because that's one of the main places to be concerned with in a tiny home or any home. But I love it because if we're not here and just the dogs are here or we're away for any reason, as soon as a flame touches it, it goes off. So my extinguisher is not going to do that, but that's why I love it.